What up? This is Shadow Moon, aka Moondog.
And this is Coco Cure, aka Arrogant Ambassador, and you're listening to How You Feel.
ATM. So, sorry for the delay, but we gonna continue to get better at our job and hitting you with, podcasts every week.
I mean, we live on CPT, because things happen sometimes. A little bit late. Sorry. But we will give you what you want. Maybe a little late. But you'll get it. Better late than never.
So, today's topic, I should say the topic that we're going to talk about right now, is a topic that a lot of people do talk about, do discuss, based on how dating is in 2017. And that topic is...
should men pay on the first date? Better yet, who should pay on the first date?
To me, that's a no-brainer. The person that needs to pay on the first date is the person who asks the other person out. Like, hey, you want to go to a restaurant? And that person says yes. The person that asks should pay for the date.
So you don't think that the guy should be chivalrous and pick up the tab? This is me playing devil's advocate, by the way.
They should pick up the tab. They're men.
If he asked her out, you should pick up the tab.
Yes.
No other circumstance.
Yeah.
There are a few cultures that would definitely agree with that.
Like, I feel like once many dates have been taken, it wouldn't be a bad thing if the other person in the relationship, in this case a woman, it wouldn't be bad for her to spend a little money after hundreds and hundreds of dates, if you ask me. But at the very beginning, the men should pay for the date. The men should court the lady out.
You just said whoever asks the person out is the person to pay. Now you're saying that the guy should pay.
On the first date. Yeah.
Well, that's the question. Who should pay on the first date? Not after the second date, third date. On the first date, who should pay?
Dude.
Okay, so you've changed your mind. You are of the mindset that the man should pay on the first date.
I already had that mindset. I was just saying, though, in general, really, but men should pay for the first date.
Ladies, this is not believed by all. So when you go out, have your card, have your money present. Because speaking with a few gentlemen, it turns out that just reaching for the checkbook, just reaching for the receipt, makes men feel... I don't know what it makes men... It makes men feel happy about the whole situation. They're impressed. I don't know why it impresses them, but they're impressed some kind of way. But I think just have your money. Prepare to go Dutch at very least. Prepare yourself to go Dutch. Should men pay on the first date? Granted, we're out of the era where... I'm not even sure if we're fully out of that era where men really go after women and where men properly court women. This is just a sign of men's ability to provide. Way back when, guys would go out, they would hunt, they would bring back lots of fur pelts, and they would bring back lots of meat and food and prove themselves a strong enough provider. I think that the first date is just a little bit... It's a show that the guy wants to spend time with you. And it's a show that the guy wants to be able to provide.
Yada, 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 yada. But, I'm messing.
What? What? You mad? Are you mad? I feel like you're mad.
It's just like, let's get straight to the point. If you're a man, you should, take the lady out and court her. Not none of this, Netflix and chill situation. I know women personally that have done Netflix and chill. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? You know, like, like one, you shouldn't be going over to a man's house as a date unless this is like later down the relationship. It shouldn't be in the initial dating process, if that makes sense. But women should not be going to
That's
the
true.
dude's house for Netflix and chill. That's how babies are made. That's how, mistakes are made. And then on top of that, you don't know the guy.
But they're lovely bundles of joy, okay? They're not mistakes. They're lovely bundles of joy.
Oh, they could be mistakes, and the parents could be a mistake as well. Some people don't need to be parents.
Oh my gosh.
For real.
See. This is getting too deep too fast. Too deep. Way, way, way too fast. Should guys pay on the first date? I think so. Also, your first date should not necessarily be your only time getting to know this girl. Get to know them beforehand, then you determine whether or not you go on to the first date. Because I feel that the argument that guys put forth about not paying is because they see a girl they like, she's pretty, and they go to her wherever she is, bar, club, library, wherever, and they think, okay, let me see if I can get a date with her. You know nothing about her, but you want to take her on a date. Not only do you want to take her on a date, but you want her to pay for this date? I mean, she should be prepared to pay for herself, but
It's sad that she has to, that woman has to, but, these dudes out here are pretty pitiful. Like, some can't even afford a coffee from Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. I'm just saying, if you can't afford a coffee from Starbucks, you shouldn't be up in Starbucks. You should be trying to, make a situation less expensive or just not go on the date at all. That's just my opinion.
and that's where the not having to prove, but that's where
Can you come
the
back to the
date,
mic?
that's where the guy
Seems
paying for the
like
date comes in. Is he a provider?
Can you come closer
Huh?
to the mic? For some reason, I can't hear you.
I said that's where,
Huh?
uh-oh, the levels are too high now. That's where, pause, wait, pause, stop, pause.
Hello? Okay.
I hate you so much right now.
The next topic. Okay, the next topic is we was talking about Vocalist since we are both big fans of music, and we was like, what would be our personal top 5 female vocalists?
You know what, I'll let you start it off.
of
Who are
all
your
time?
top 5? Or should I start?
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
my top 5 in no particular order. I'm gonna start with Britney Spears. No, I'm playing.
That's mean. Don't come for poor Brittany. Leave Brittany alone!
I know. Britney
This is
is
true.
a good entertainer, but we're not gonna sit here and listen to her
Hit me, baby,
acapella.
one
I'm
more
sorry,
time.
Brittany. I like your records, but you know, I can't put
I
you on the
mean,
list. But in no particular order, I'm gonna put um, Whitney
mhm.
Houston on there. Um, I'm gonna put
Patty,
Patti LaBelle on there.
Patty. Those patty pies, though.
Uh,
Oh,
the
they're
Patty
real.
pies are real. Like another person I'm gonna put on there
Oh,
is Aretha Franklin.
he's going old school, y'all.
Mm, yep. So that's three. Okay. And my last two is gonna be controversial.
How controversial.
Um, uh, uh, the fact of these people
Uh
are
huh.
younger than the people that I listed. Um, I might have to put Kiki Wyatt
Mhm.
on the list. Like, even though you know she had have at least 10 plus years in the game, um, vocally she's still amazing to me. To me, now is there better singers than her or just as good? Yeah, but you know it's my opinion, so I might
Uh
have to
huh.
roll with Kiki on this. And then for my very last person, we. So I said Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Whitney Houston, Kiki Wyatt, and for my last person, I would have to choose. Mm, Probably Mariah
Oh
Carey.
my god.
Mariah Carey.
Those whistle tones, which I won't even try to attempt. But that's a good
So yeah,
lineup.
that's
I didn't know we were
yeah.
going for legends, though. So my list is a little different.
Mm,
So we're gonna start with J Head, Miss Jennifer Hudson. She's on Empire, and
mm,
she kills it as a gospel singer.
mm,
I haven't heard much music recently from her, but Jasmine Sullivan, the girl who sang Lions and Tigers and
mm,
Bears, so good. She has strong
mm,
vocals. She is really good at belting. I think most of the people on this list are belters, actually.
mm,
Fantasia Barrino. And I'm upset that when she came out first, people started clowning on that poor girl. She can sing. First time I heard her, goosebumps.
mm,
So many goosebumps.
mm,
Uh, Number
mm,
4, she's also from Empire, B. Bozeman.
uh,
She sang What Is Love? I was blown
uh,
away. For a minute, I thought that it was a joke. I thought that she was just an actress and she was lip singing it. And then I found her on YouTube when I was looking for the lyrics to the song, and just, it was amazing. She also did a duet with someone. I can't for the life of me remember who it was. It was a gentleman that she did a duet with. And in the video, I believe they were both nude and cuddled up. Just, it was the most intense song that I had heard as of late. And last but not least, and this wasn't in any particular order either, but Tamar Braxton. Tamar! Ooh! When I heard Love and War, I could not stop singing that song. I could not stop. And then I started questioning, Tamar or Tony?
no, there's no comparison
But if
there.
you
You
had to pick
know,
one, If I put a gun to your head, hey, pick one. Would you take that bullet?
I'll take Tony Braxton.
I'm sorry, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Mind blown. Tony over Tamar? Explain
Yes.
yourself.
Like, she sang Unbreak My Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was a ballad.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
Like, think about it. Like, Tony Braxton got a particular voice, a particular style, and she sang a ballad with that voice and with that style and made it work.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody else would have sung the song, it would just be completely different. And I don't know if it's going to be for the better or for the worse. You know, it's just one of those things. Like, Tony Braxton, you know, when she first came in the game, she obviously got compared to Anita Baker. To
Mm.
me, Anita Baker and Tony Braxton sound different, different enough, if that makes sense. They may have some of the same, you know, vocal range, but mm, like Tony's on another level, and then on top of that, I don't want to do hits comparison, but it's kind of glaring. So
Well, first and foremost, Tamar just came out. She has not been as in the game as Tony. Secondly, we're comparing Tamar to Tony, not Tony to Anita Baker.
mm-hmm.
I understand that Tony has a different vocal range than most singers, but we're comparing the two sisters. You wanted controversy, you're gonna get it.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Tamar all the way. And it's not because I heart her, it's not because she's on the reel, because I remember pilfering my mother's CD with Unbreak My Heart on it. I played that CD till the wheels fell off.
Mm-hmm.
I still have it, as a matter of fact. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and for you youngins out there listening, a CD is a compact disc. It's essentially, when our parents were listening to records, yeah, CDs are the new records. They're smaller, shinier. Yeah. Lord, we're old.
I mean, CDs are still being sold, so kids should know about CDs. They may not know about cassettes though, or cassette players. Or
Listen here. A few years back, I heard a little boy say, "Mommy, what's a floppy disk?"
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, floppy disks have been outlawed for a while now, so I would understand that. You know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there are kids out there that don't know what CDs are.
Mm,
I'm just saying.
yeah, but they still sell in the stores. That's the thing. They still sell
Doesn't mean they're
CDs.
buying it, though.
Of course not.
Most kids that I've met, they just download everything straight off of iTunes
Yeah.
or stream it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah. Mm. Anyway, Tamar all day, every day, I'm just saying, Tony's amazing too, don't get me wrong. But if you put them in the same room and had them sing off, Tamar. Tamar might. I feel Tamar would take that.
Mm. Well, for
Just an
the
opinion.
for the people that are listening out there, well, what's your opinion? Is Tony Braxton better than Tamar? Is Tamar better than Tony?
Leave it in the description, not the description, the comment section
Oh
below.
my god.
Leave it in the comment section below. Please don't start World War III over this, though. These are just opinions.
Right. And move on to the next topic. You know, speaking of that, like usually there's a lot of people that are online that will hide behind the comments because we don't know who they are.
Yep. They feel that anonymity gives them the power to become Superman and Superwoman. So they get reckless at the fingertips. Trigger fingers turn into Twitter fingers.
All I gotta say about that is, one, yes, it's annoying to have to deal with these people online, but the other side of it is I'm kind of glad that they're behind a computer, because if we was to meet these people in real life, like, a lot of people would be getting mushed, or even worse than that.
Please don't act crazily on the internet and then take it from the internet to real life, okay? To IRL. What's happening nowadays is these trolls, because that is the segue topic, trolls. These trolls are going from 0 to 100 real quick. And then they forget themselves, think they have superpowers, and they remove themselves from the internet and do this nonsense offline where there are repercussions. Should somebody assault you for being reckless at the mouth? No. Can it happen? Yeah. Yes, it can. It most certainly can.
And it also reminds me to, just like, besides people just making, their opinions known, you also got online dating where people can make up any lies that they want to attract certain people. In other words, catfishing.
Catfishing. People like to throw that term around a lot. So let's clarify. Catfish are trying to engage in a romantic relationship with another person, and they will use photos and videos that are not their own to gain the affections of the person whom they're trying to catfish. Just because you're talking to a girl or a guy online and they don't necessarily want to turn on a camera for you does not make them a catfish. Ask yourself, are they trying to get with me? If the answer to that is no, then to label them a catfish is inaccurate. That's just my opinion, based solely on the definition of catfish. But back to the trolls for a second. I would just like to convey a short story from the internet. Two gentlemen were arguing on the internet about what, I have no idea, but it went from bad to worse, and one of them said, "Come see me at my job," and the other one obliged. So he went to the guy's job, they fought outside, the man whose job it was, he won. The one who said, "Come see me," he won. He went inside his job, came out with a box cutter, and cut the guy from the top of his eyebrow to the bottom of his jaw. That right there, that's an example of what can happen when you are reckless at the mouth on the internet and then you decide to take it to the real life.
As a matter of fact, there was also reporting about two people who met up after some online argument. They met up in person and then they shot each other. And sadly to say that both of them are deceased because of the situation. So that's another thing too. Like, some people are really, like Master P said, bout it.
Yeah. Very, very bout it. The most bout it that there's ever been. Listen, internet people, I get it. You're anonymous. You want to troll somebody because for some reason life isn't going so great. Find a better avenue. You have movies, you have series, You have music. You can make music yourself. You can create. You can make graphic designs. You can write stories. You can write poetry. If you really feel some type of way, engage in maybe a first-person shooter or, various video games that you can engage in. Do something constructive. But just to talk nonsense to complete strangers on the internet, you know what? Everyone's not part of the internet community. Everyone's not part of the internet culture. So when you talk
Yeah.
recklessly to someone on the internet, you don't know who they are, you don't know where they are, you don't know their mindset. So aside from the cyberbullying and that being wrong, it's dangerous. People are out here looking for people. A gentleman drove 4 hours to go see someone. Did they know he was coming? I don't think so. Another gentleman ended up with handcuffs behind his back on the floor of the person he went to go see. Why? Internet beef. Internet beef. Like, your microphone's effed up, or, oh, I don't like the way you sound. So you go to see someone? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. That's a little extra. Nope, that's a lot extra. That's extremely extra. That's extra, read all about it. That's what this is. Matter of fact, we're going to make that a hashtag. If you know anybody who's extra, just hashtag extra, RAI. Read all about it. RAAI? Extra, RAAI.
And on that note,
Please be safe.
yeah, I would definitely say that. So, on that note, that's the end of our podcast. Is there anything that you want to say, Coco?
Be safe. I know I just said it, but I'm going to say it again. Because these people, I don't think they're fully aware. You're anonymous, but you're not that anonymous. It's not about if someone can find you. It's if they'll take the time to.
Sure.
But people are crazy out here.
One thing I like to say is, if you're a musician, a singer, or a rapper, hit us up and we can get you to do an interview, you know?
Our email is howyoufeelatm@gmail.com. Send in your questions, send in your comments, comment on the video, tell a friend to tell a friend.
And help us out because we're Pope. No, I'm playing.
That reminds me of that old Nappy Roots song. All my life I've been Pope. Remember that song?
They're still touring.
Where are Nappy Roots? Where are they?
On that note, see
gotta
y'all
look them
later.
up. Bye.